And then your third exercise is going to be an accessory exercise. Your accessory exercise, it can be an isolation exercise, or you could pick another compound lift, but the main objective is. Now that we are all warmed up, let's go ahead and we're going to quickly recap the 4-8-12 method. Once again, the 4-8-12 method was something that was developed by one of my teachers, Charles Poliquin, before his passing, and I did it a few years ago, and it was really, really great. The purpose of this workout is to increase strength and also lean muscle mass. So if you are looking to get bigger and stronger, definitely give the 4-8-12 method a try. Now, with regard to the 4-8-12 method, the way that it works is it's going to be performed as a tri-set. We're going to pick 3 exercises with minimal rest in between each of the exercises. We're going to pick our first exercise is going to be our primary lift. We've got a supplemental exercise and then an accessory exercise. With regard to the rest periods, we're going to rest 10 seconds between the set of 4 and 8, 10 seconds between the set of 8 and 12, and then after the 12 reps have been completed for the third exercise, we're going to rest anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, and that rest period is going to be dictated by your main training goal. If your goal is relative strength, which is my goal, then what you want to do is we are going to rest closer to 5 minutes. So the rest periods are 2 to 5 minutes. Relative strength means you want to increase your strength relative to your body weight as much as possible. You're not really too concerned with gaining muscle mass. So if that's your goal, 5 minutes is going to be a good amount of time to rest. Goal number 2 is absolute strength. Absolute strength is a compromise between relative strength and hypertrophy. With this, you're going to get a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. So if you want to increase both size and strength, then you're focusing on absolute strength. And for absolute strength, you would rest somewhere around the 3-minute range for this particular workout. And then the last training goal is going to be hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is muscle growth. So if your main objective is muscle growth, you are only going to rest around 2 minutes at the end of the tricep. Now that we have discussed the basic principles, let's get into the actual rep ranges. With regard to the rep ranges, we have different training goals, as I mentioned. We have relative strength, absolute strength, and hypertrophy. So when we are doing the set of 4, that is geared toward relative strength. When we are doing the set of 8, that is geared toward absolute strength. And when we are doing the set of 12, that is geared toward hypertrophy. Now, let's get into the actual exercise selection. With regard to the exercise selection, we're picking 3 exercises. Your first exercise is going to be your primary lift that you're going to do for 4 repetitions. For myself, I'm going to be doing the conventional barbell deadlift. Whatever exercise you want to get the strongest at and you want to improve the most, that's going to be your primary exercise, and it should be some type of compound lift. Compound lift meaning a multi-joint movement. So you could do something like a conventional deadlift, you could do a hack squat, you could do a Romanian deadlift. Pick some type of multi-joint movement / compound lift. And then for your second exercise, it's going to be another compound lift, and this is going to be a supplemental exercise. The supplemental exercise, the entire purpose is to enhance your primary lift. So for myself, I am going to be doing a Romanian dumbbell deadlift as my secondary exercise. With regard to your secondary exercise, it should complement your primary lift. So you could do, again, if you did a Romanian barbell deadlift, you could do something like a conventional barbell deadlift. You could switch over to a dumbbell instead of a barbell, play around with different exercises, see which one is going to work best for you. But for myself, I'm going to be doing the Romanian dumbbell deadlift. And then your third exercise is going to be an accessory exercise. Your accessory exercise, it can be an isolation exercise, or you could pick another compound lift, but the main objective is you want to focus either on lower back, glutes, hamstrings, or abdominal strengthening, because that is going to help you with both your primary and secondary lifts. For myself, I'm going to be doing the hanging straight leg raise. For the straight leg raise, that's going to be core strengthening. So I'm going to focus on abdominal strengthening. For yourself, if you wanted to do something like isolation work, you could do supine hip extensions to focus on glutes. You could also do something like a hamstring curl to focus on the hamstrings. If your lower back is weak, you could do something like a reverse hyperextension, or you could do the reverse hyper on the Rogue system. That's going to be a great exercise, but you want to do something that is going to help strengthen the lower back, glutes, hamstrings, or abdominals. That's basically it with regard to the exercise selection. And now that we have been completely warmed up, we're going to go ahead and start working set number one. For working set number one, again, I want to go a little bit lighter today. I'm not going to go too heavy because I want to give myself room to improve over the course of the next 6 workouts. This is workout number one. So I'm going to be doing a set of 4 conventional barbell deadlift, a set of 8 Romanian dumbbell deadlift, and then a set of 12 on the hanging straight leg raises. Minimal rest in between, and then 5 minutes at the end. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the working set. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.